Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Techman, and welcome back to this dramatic reign of Order and Chaos by Tatsuo. Chapter 14, The Last March. As Jarlag marched towards the castle, his Order Knights around him, he felt the leaden weight of his armor. He didn't want this. He didn't want to destroy this place anymore. Not when he had already cast aside what mattered to him. The endless logic, rules, and equations he had come up with for the guidelines of order had shown hope did not exist. But those equations could not predict Discord. Discord, in his own way, had represented the hope that Jarlag had long believed a fallacy, and he'd cast it aside to protect him. For the first time, he knew what self-loathing felt like. He wondered if intentions would work when the Isles were no more. He wondered if Order needed a prince to guide it. He wondered if anyone would miss him. A massive explosion of eldritch energies that turned 7 of his Knights of Order into leprechauns in the 7 colors of the rainbow banished his wondering, leaving him with a rather serious question. What? Jiggy, I'm home! A dangerously angry voice rang out. The palace. Now that he thought about it, Sheogorath had shared the palace when he banished Discord. Did whoever was doing this rebuild it just to blow it up again? Exploded into a fountain of Daedric energy as the Tree of Madness shot into the sky, growing like crazy until it shaded the entire Isles. It carried up with it the Throne of Madness, and sitting upon the throne was none other than Discord himself. A horn and antlered wooden staff clutched in his eagle talon, and a golden cane with what looked like a grinning unicorn head on top in his lion paw. You, Jarlag gasped out, shrugging off the cane as Discord, as he sensed no actual power in it. You twisted my dad until he cast me out, Discord growled out. You put up your obelisks in my home, called up your knights. Did you really think, once Dad wasn't looking over my shoulder, I'd hesitate to turn the powers of the land itself against you? He hurled the golden cane down like a lance into a lake that sprang up between him and the knights, and a swarm of narwhals leapt out of the water to shoot laser beams from their horns at the Knights of Order, driving them back with randomness as much as magical power. Jarlag snarled under his helmet. He didn't want to fight the boy, but this was the path he had chosen. He only hoped the boy would forgive him for this. How do you command the lands? He demanded, raising his great sword to prepare for a strike. Discord held up the staff. Haskill pointed me to the one who knew how to make Dad's staff, he explained, though I tweaked it a bit. With that, he vanished. Jarlag swore silently. The Ring of Khajiit! I forgot he had it! Still, he'd have a hard time blending in with these surroundings. A snarl of pain interrupted his thoughts as he felt the sting across his back. What? Where do you think I got the parts for the tweak? Discord voice asked from all around as the eyes of the Order Knights glowed. Turning, they began to attack Jarlag. Jarlag staggered back, smashing his own knights away. But Sanguine Scarlet shouldn't override a Daedric prince's control of his own servants? Did this combination artifact amplify the power of all that went into it? But still, he's using a great deal of power. He should... Pardon! Paname's non-existent testicles! Ajora's star! He'll never run out of juice! Discord chuckled as he reappeared some distance away, watching the chaos unfold in the ranks of Order. It seems you're beginning to grasp just what I have in my hands. Oh, and don't bother trying to take it from me. He hurled the staff at Jarlag, only for the Prince of Order to hiss in pain just from trying to touch it, and for the staff to fly back to Discord's eagle talon with a snap. It only works for me. It seems you lack a sense of humor, though. None of my jokes are working. He shrugged. Oh, well, one last thing to try. He lifted the staff towards Jarlag. Jarlag raised his sword to defend, He'd gotten a sense of the power the staff could bring to bear when he touched it. Joke. That must be the random curse aspect from the sprig of that plant he made with pyrite. I'm immune to curses, though, but other than that, he's shown every casting power from his gifts but the skeleton key. What will he do? Another wave of magic hit him. He found himself staring at a massive hole in his chest and armor, his magic leaking out as his form unraveled around the staff thrust through him. Discord grinned as he reached over and plucked his helmet off, only for the grin to fall away into an expression of absolute despair and betrayal. Jylag snapped back to himself, filled with the fear that vision had placed in him. Inuai and Sithis, no, I can't let that happen. As his sword dropped from his nervous grip, Discord raised the staff and gathered a massive blast of magic before hurling it at him in a twisting, course-catting sequence of rainbow-colored lightning bolts. Jylag made no attempt to dodge or block as the blast tore into his armor, ripping off the side of his helmet to reveal the face beneath. The face of Sheogorath. Discord stared at his foe for a few moments, then exploded in rage. When he reformed, he had his staff leveled at his foe's exposed flesh. Why do you have my father's face? He demanded angrily. Because I am your father. No, Discord gasped out as he staggered melodramatically back. It can't be true. It's impossible. The prince stared at him for a time, then let out a sigh.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
Why the hell did I just say that? No! Discord screamed out in a long, despairing wail. No, he repeated, his voice weaker. But seriously, explain. This doesn't make any sense, and for once, that's not fun! Jylag sighed as he prepared to explain. I am Jylag, Daedric Prince of Order. Eons ago, the other princes feared me and the truth I represented, and they placed a curse upon me. The curse forced me to live each era as what I most despise, the representative of madness, the cursed creature, Sheogorath. Then why did you change back? Discord demanded, following along with interest. Part of the curse was at the end of each era, I would revert and march across the Isles, erasing the madness, Jylag explained. This is called the Grey March. When the march concludes itself, I am recreated as a new Sheogorath to fill the empty throne. I retain past memories, but they're like reading from a journal. The feelings are not there. That's why Sheogorath cast you out, so you would not return and see your father not know you. Why not tell me that? Discord demanded angrily. I thought I was the heir. Because he did not believe you were strong enough to face me, Jylag explained, sticking to the order of continuous verbiage. Continuous verbiage, yeah. While it's theoretically possible for someone who sat upon the throne of madness to do battle with me, win, and thus end the Grey March and take the throne back to break the curse, he did not believe you could manage it. His original plan was to have the hero that would arise in the crisis that would end the present era come and be guided through the Isles, bonding with you as a friend to do battle with me. If successful, the new Sheogorath could act as an older brother, or an uncle, so you could still have a home. But because Clavius Vile removed his part of the power from the curse, it unraveled early. The Grey March would both begin and end well before the beginning of the next era, with no era to stop it. His explanation finished, Jylag fell silent. Discord stared at the prince before him for a time. But why would... His eyes widened in shock. My wish. This is... How? But... He rubbed his chin for a time. Tell me, Jylag. Sheogorath is my father, but am I your son? You are, Jylag responded immediately. I know not how it has come to pass, but I love you with all my heart, my son. It is why, when Sheogorath could not enact his plan to stop the Grey March as it came early, I sought to use what power I had left before the end of the era to end myself rather than forever bear witness to you seeing a father who did not know you. Know you. Discord smiled softly, floating over and pulling Jylag into a full body hug. I love you too, Dad, he whispered softly, but you aren't like this. and I can tell you're not happy either. You're still too cold, the metal too hard. Flying back, he lifted his staff into the air. Let's fix that, shall we? Discord, what are you? Jollyleg's voice died as reality peeled away. As the hole opened, Jollyleg saw purple and blue energies endlessly interacting. He knew what it was. It was Anu and Padme. The space where they overlapped created a new Arbus. Their interactions allowing Arbus to function and be a reality. Everything in Arbus was a mix of energies from Anu and Padme. That mix being fundamental to their existence. He saw it in himself. He saw it in the Owls. He saw it in his Order Knights and the Golden Saints and Dark Seducers. He saw it in the staff Discord held. He did not see it in Discord. Realization washed over him as he saw Discord's energy flowing into the staff. The equations that calculated the behavior of all living beings throughout Arbus were perfect, based on what he had known. They had proven impeccably accurate until Discord's arrival. And Discord's arrival had altered all whom he encountered, causing them to violate these equations at every turn. And now he realized why. He had left out a variable when defining his equations, a variable that could not fully be accounted for, and rendered all of his equations mere fallacies, as he realized, for the first time, that it was a variable. Is the subject native to Arbus? And that was when he realized the very fact that the chaos Discord represented could not be accounted for showed that order and hope were not mutually exclusive. He could have hope as long as he had his son. And then Discord acted in a way that seemed to put that all in jeopardy. He leveled the mad psychic at the intermingling energies. The voice of command rang out, "Stop!" And the interaction stopped. Discord stood in timeless time, in real unreality, as he tried to take into account the essence of Arbus, the shape of reality, the true nature of the entire universe. He saw the bricks in the tower before him crumbling and shaking as he held them in an attempt to shift just one block, ever so slightly, an action that took more power than he ever dreamed. And as he touched the block, he described what was before him the only way he could. Jenga. And with that word, the world returned, forever changed. Hi folks, it's Bannon at the end here. I apologize, Discord was kind of all over the place. As Tatsuro pointed out in the last episode, I had Discord still really high overall, and the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, okay, I need to drop him, but not drop him to show level yet. And then I realized, wait, his show level's got a pretty solid range to it. Mr. Delancey is quite the gifted voice actor, so I'm sitting here going, crap, how do I do this? So I was trying to find that sweet spot. I don't think I quite nailed it as much as I would have liked, but that won't be an issue for too much longer. It will still be interesting, though, as we do get to show age Discord, because I will have to, balance his highs, his lows, and try to pull the character together, which obviously I can't do in voice, so I'll just really have to work on my mannerisms. Other than that, well, that was chapter 14. This book's only 30-some-odd chapters long. We're halfway, folks. Almost there. Almost halfway, excuse me. In the meantime, my name's Techban. I wish you all good luck, good hunting, and safe travels. I'll see you in the next one, my banditos.